few federal judges, as well as a former Chief Justice and several media outlets, have suggested that this country split into two, that there be actually a two-state system, that this country is so divided that there should be two countries. And everything I have read about it, just what the media is saying and kind of what the former Chief Justice and the judges are saying, is that this wouldn't be a civil war, it'd be a civil separation. Well, let's just start by saying they've tried this before. It caused a civil war. All right, with that being said, let's just say it could be done without a civil war, there's so many problems in that. It's so ridiculously unrealistic because, what if I live in a state that goes one direction? Do I move? Do I have to sell my property? So if I live in California and they secede from the Union and they become their own country, what, now I got to move because I don't agree with their ideology? The thing about America is we've often disagreed on lots of things. And I believe really the problem we have with the extreme disagreements today is really a lot to do with social media and algorithms and what people are spewing out there and the lies that come. And the media isn't really media. There's no news anymore. It's just news with an agenda of both sides. And obviously you have two different media sources reporting on the same story, but it's completely different stories. So I'm just saying, I understand that we're very divided in this country. That's very unfortunate. A house divided can't stand. But this idea of two separate states is about the dumbest thing I've heard since I've been alive that has to do with this country. Again, it's been tried, but let's just say you could do it without a civil war. Well, what happens to all the people that are on the wrong side? You suddenly are forced into a situation that goes against all of your ideologies. Then what are the laws? What are the constitutions? It's just so foolish. I know in theory everybody wishes that they could just have a country that just everybody thought like them, but you can't do that. One thing I have learned in the last 2 years is you can't escape what's happening in the world. It doesn't matter whether you live in this country or another country. You can't move. There's nowhere. God has entered us into a new season, and living with a bunch of people in a country that have the same ideology as you isn't going to change any of that at all. There's nowhere in this world to go where all of a sudden everything's just great and wonderful and just like you like it, other than your home, and that's about it. I might as well just appreciate that home where you have it and thank God for this country and the freedoms that we have right now, at least. But I think this is foolish. I certainly don't think it's going to happen at all. Definitely won't happen without a civil war at all. So these are just foolish hypotheticals that for some reason everybody just wants to talk about this as an option. I don't believe it's any kind of option at all. Love to hear your insight on any of this or any thoughts behind it. I'm not a politician, and I've never drawn borders of any kind. So I only know what I know, and that's based off of history, and that's about all I know. So based off of that, this is the dumbest thing I've heard regarding this country in a long time. Love to hear any insights on that. Again, put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.